Have you ever imagined achieving everything you desire without the relentless hustle and grind? Sounds impossible, right? Think of living a life where you attract success, happiness, and abundance without the overwhelming stress that ought to accompany human dreams. Sounds too good to be true? Well, there is an ancient philosophy that promises just that. This concept might sound paradoxical: the art of not trying. This philosophy, rooted in ancient Chinese wisdom, can unlock a whole new level of achieving your goals effortlessly. Stay with me as I unravel the secrets behind this seemingly paradoxical idea and show you how you can harness its power in your own life. Let's start by addressing the concept of not trying. Have you ever felt like you're pushing a boulder uphill? You try harder and harder, but progress feels frustratingly slow. This constant striving is a deeply ingrained part of our Western culture. We hustle, grind, and wear our busyness as a badge of honor. But what if there was another way? What if, instead of white-knuckling our way to success, we could tap into a flow state where things unfold naturally, almost effortlessly? This is the core teachings of Lao Tzu, the ancient Chinese philosopher and the father of Taoism. He introduced the concept of Wu Wei, which translates to non-action or effortless action. Wu Wei is not about being lazy or inactive. It's about taking action that is in harmony with the natural order of things. It's about finding the path of least resistance and allowing things to unfold naturally. Lao Tzu famously said, "By letting it go, it all gets done. The world is won by those who let it go. But when you try, the world is beyond winning." Wu Wei reminds us that sometimes the most effective action is a subtle one, a gentle nudge in the right direction, trusting that the universe will conspire to help us achieve our goals when we're in harmony with its flow. This isn't just some airy-fairy concept. Eastern philosophies like Zen Buddhism and the Indian idea of nishkama karma, action without attachment, share similar principles. They all emphasize staying present at the moment, being in tune with our intuition, and letting go of the need to control every outcome. To further understand this concept, let's explore the science behind it. Research in positive psychology and neuroscience supports the idea that a relaxed, focused state is more conducive to success than a stressed, anxious one. When we are stressed, our bodies are in a state of fight or flight, which impairs our cognitive functions and decision-making abilities. Conversely, when we are relaxed and in a state of flow, our brains release neurochemicals like dopamine and endorphins that enhance our creativity, problem-solving skills, and overall performance. Thomas Edison famously said, "I never did a day's work in my life. It was all fun." Edison's approach to his work was one of curiosity, experimentation, and joy. He didn't see his inventions as a grind, but as a fascinating journey of discovery. This mindset allowed him to stay motivated and innovative, leading to some of the most groundbreaking inventions in history. Certain fascinating principles underpin this philosophy. One of them is the law of attraction. This principle states that we attract into our lives what we focus on most intently. So by constantly pushing and forcing, by obsessing over the outcome, we might unintentionally be sending out a vibration of struggle or lack. The art of not trying encourages us to shift that focus. Instead of fixating on the specific how of achieving our goals, we focus on the feeling of having already achieved them. We cultivate a sense of gratitude and abundance, trusting that the universe will orchestrate the details in ways we might not even imagine. This doesn't mean sitting back on the couch and waiting for magic to happen. There is still a role for inspired action, for taking steps aligned with your desires. But the key is to act from a place of flow and enthusiasm rather than desperation or force. It's about staying open to opportunities, recognizing synchronicities, and trusting your intuition to guide you on the path of least resistance. Here is an example. Imagine you are looking for a new job. The traditional approach might involve sending out countless resumes, feeling anxious during interviews, and constantly second-guessing yourself. However, with the art of not trying, you might instead spend time visualizing your dream job, cultivating a feeling of fulfillment in your work life. You might network authentically, focusing on building genuine connections rather than just collecting business cards. You might even be drawn to unexpected opportunities you wouldn't have considered before. Suddenly, the universe seems to conspire in your favor. You land an interview at a company you didn't even know was hiring, and the conversation flows effortlessly. You feel a deep sense of alignment, knowing this is precisely where you're supposed to be. This is the power of Wu Wei, effortless action in harmony with the universe. So, we've explored the philosophy behind the art of not trying and how it aligns with universal laws like the law of attraction. But how do we incorporate this into our daily lives? How do we cultivate a state of effortless action and manifest our desires with greater ease? That is a fantastic question, and the truth is, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. Wu Wei is a journey, a way of being that unfolds over time. However, there are some actionable steps you can take to start integrating this philosophy into your life. Many wander through life on autopilot, lacking a clear vision for what we truly want. This is a recipe for frustration and wasted effort. The first step towards Wu Wei is to gain clarity. Ask yourself, what do I want to achieve in this life? Once you have a clear goal and a burning desire, you can start constructing a roadmap for effortless action. But how do you truly uncover what you desire? It's not always as simple as jotting down surface-level goals. Think of activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, even if they don't seem productive. Is it getting lost in a creative flow, helping others, exploring the world, or something entirely different? Identifying these passions can give you valuable clues about your deeper desires. Imagine your ideal life free from limitations. What surrounds you? Who are you with? What kind of impact do you make on the world? This visualization exercise helps bypass the limitations of your current situation and tap into your core desires. What are your values? What principles are most important to you? Is it freedom, creativity, connection, or something else entirely? Understanding your values helps ensure your desires align with who you are. Examine past experiences, both positive and negative. What brought you immense joy? Conversely, what experiences left you feeling unfulfilled or drained? These contrasting experiences can shed light on what truly resonates with you. Lastly, don't be afraid to dream big. Societal conditioning often teaches us to downsize our dreams to settle for reality. But when uncovering your desires, permit yourself to dream wildly. What would an ideal life look and feel like with no limitations? Wu Wei isn't about avoiding all effort. It's about practicing effortlessness. Think of it like developing a skill. You don't become a guitar maestro overnight. You practice consistently, building neuroplasticity in your brain. The same goes for Wu Wei. Identify actions that move you closer to your goals and repeat them consistently. Meditation, for example, can help cultivate AS, which is essential for effortless action. Think of it like building muscle. When you first start lifting weights, it takes a lot of conscious effort to isolate and perform the muscle group correctly. But with consistent, focused practice, something magical happens. The exercise becomes ingrained in your muscle memory. Your body learns to move efficiently, and the weight that once felt like a struggle becomes manageable, even effortless. This is the essence of effortless practice in Wu Wei. To apply this concept to your goals, identify your core actions. Start by defining the key actions that move you closer to your desires. For example, suppose your goal is to become a more confident public speaker. In that case, your core actions might include practicing presentations in front of a mirror, joining a Toastmasters club, or recording yourself and reviewing your performance. The next is to focus on quality and not quantity. Don't fall into the trap of mindless repetition. The goal isn't to simply go through the motions endlessly. Instead, focus on the quality and intention behind each action. When practicing your presentation, for instance, pay close attention to your body language, vocal projection, and clarity of thought. Also, seek out constructive feedback to refine your practice. This could involve asking a trusted friend to watch your presentation, joining an online forum for your interest, or hiring a coach or mentor. Lastly, be reminded that effortless practice doesn't have to be a chore. Find ways to make the process enjoyable. Experiment with different techniques, incorporate elements of playfulness, and celebrate your progress along the way. Let's assume you're training for a marathon. The traditional approach might involve running for hours by pushing yourself to the limit daily. While dedication is admirable, this approach can lead to burnout and injury. The minimum effective dose philosophy suggests a smarter way. By understanding your body's unique needs and limitations, you can design a training program that delivers optimal results with less effort. This might involve incorporating high-intensity interval training, HIIT, workouts, instead of long, slow runs. HIIT offers a more efficient way to build endurance and burn calories in a shorter amount of time. Similarly, consider incorporating strength training and recovery days into your program. These seemingly non-running activities improve overall fitness and injury prevention. This allows you to run more efficiently when it counts. The key here is to identify the actions that deliver the biggest bang for your body. Maybe for you, that's spending 20 focused minutes on a writing project instead of aimlessly staring at a blank page for an hour. Perhaps it's delegating a tedious task to free up your time for more impactful work. Remember, the art of not trying isn't about laziness. It's about working smarter, not harder. You free up valuable energy and resources by identifying the minimum effective dose for your actions. As you progress on your journey, your skills and knowledge will evolve. This allows you to refine your actions and constantly improve your efficiency. The hallmark of Wu Wei is the ability to self-assess, identify weaknesses, and course-correct. Imagine yourself as a sculptor, chipping away at a block of marble. Your approach might be practical initially, but your technique might need to adjust as you uncover more of the hidden form within the stone. Similarly, your skills and understanding will evolve as you progress on your Wu Wei journey. Regularly evaluate your progress and be willing to adapt your strategies based on your growing expertise. By continuously evaluating your progress, you can identify areas for improvement. Are specific actions no longer yielding the same results? Is there a more efficient way to achieve your goals? Embrace a growth mindset and be open to learning and refining your approach. Wu Wei thrives in the present moment. When your mind constantly bounces between past regrets and future anxieties, tapping into the intuitive flow that fuels effortless action will be difficult. Learn to cultivate a sense of presence and ground yourself here and now. Meditation practices or mindfulness exercises can be powerful tools in achieving this state of present moment awareness. Also, I need to practice more sensory and body awareness. Take a few minutes each day to indeed observe your surroundings. Notice the textures, the sounds, the smells, all the details that make up your present experience. Pay attention to your physical sensations. Are you tense? Relaxed? How does your body feel as you move throughout the day? The final and perhaps most crucial aspect of Wu Wei is detaching yourself from the outcome. Do your best, take inspired action, but understand that the universe has its way of unfolding. Don't get hung up on a specific result. Letting go of attachment to the outcome doesn't mean you don't care about the results. It simply means understanding that you're not in complete control. You can put in the effort to plant the seeds of your desires, but ultimately, the universe has a grand design, a bigger picture that might not always be readily apparent. Clinging to a specific outcome can create resistance, blocking energy flow and hindering effortless action. Trust that the universe is a co-creator, working harmoniously with your desires. Focus on the joy of the journey, the act of creation itself. Let go of the need to control every detail, and allow the universe to surprise you with the beauty and fulfillment that unfolds when you release your attachment to a specific outcome. Remember, the greatest achievements often come from unexpected turns, from following the flow rather than forcing the direction. Embrace the power of letting go and watch as effortless action becomes the key to manifesting your deepest desires in ways you never imagined. The concept of not trying might still seem a little counterintuitive. After all, haven't we heard stories of successful people who've ground it out, overcome countless obstacles, and achieved greatness through sheer willpower? Absolutely. Hard work and dedication are undoubtedly important, but what if I told you that some of the most remarkable achievements happened through a combination of focused intention and a willingness to let go of the reins, to trust the flow of the universe? A good example is the famous accidental inventor Alexander Fleming. He discovered penicillin, which speaks volumes in the medical world. Fleming didn't set out to revolutionize medicine. He was simply a meticulous scientist researching staphylococcal bacteria. One morning, he noticed a mold growing on a forgotten petri dish, and instead of discarding it as contamination, he observed its effect on the surrounding bacteria. This curiosity, this openness to the unexpected, led to the discovery of one of the most life-saving antibiotics in history. So there you have it. We've explored the fascinating concept of the art of not trying, delving into the philosophy of Wu Wei and its principles of effortless action. The critical takeaway is to shift your focus from how to why. Connect with your deepest desires and trust that the universe will conspire in your favor. The universe is a vast and wondrous place, filled with unforeseen opportunities. By letting go of the reins and surrendering to the flow, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities waiting to unfold. So what are you waiting for? Start implementing these tips today and experience the magic of effortless action in your own life. Remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content on manifestation, spirituality, and creating a life you love. If you have any questions or personal experiences with the art of not trying, leave a comment below. We love to hear from our fantastic community. Until next time, take care and manifest your dreams with effortless grace.